Today on Review Time with Tim, the old tale. Do you buy the name brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Or do you go with the store brand Cinnamon Crunch? Two cereals, two completely different price points, a lot cheaper than the name brand. But does it taste the same? Well, we're going to find out today. All right. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. And if you want, become a member of the channel, and you get extra content that most people don't get to see. All right, let's get it. Whoa! So, at this point in time, we all know, so we don't need to get into it about, oh, it's so bad for you. Yeah, we all know this stuff is bad for you, and it's just like eating a box of sugar, whatever. But you know what? Cinnamon Toast Crunch, god dang it, it is freaking tasty with or without milk. All right, but like anything today, things are costing so much money. So is something like the Cinnamon Crunch great value brand, is it the same? Does it taste the same? Does it smell the same? Well, we're going to find out. So, this has already been pretty much picked over here. Not a whole lot left. So, there's that. This is brand new. And, yeah. So, shall see, won't we? I like how this one does have a little fun picture on the back there. It's a little bear skin or beaver. I don't know what that is, but I'll be honest, I don't even remember when I bought this. It has some fall leaves on it. But the box says January 3rd, 26. But I feel like I bought this over the winter time and then no one ever ate it. Alright, has that same smell, I believe, even though this one's almost gone. Yep, the smell between the two is very identical. You can smell that sugary, cinnamony goodness. Well, that's a box, Tim. Don't sniff the box. Yep. Alright, let's take a little look. Let's grab a piece or two here for scientific purposes. Alright, this is a fully coated piece here. So here we have a fully coated Cinnamon Toast Crunch piece. Alright. Grab a fully loaded piece here out of the other box. That is the Walmart one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch looks like it's got a little bit more cinnamon and sugary goodness located on that, but you know, that could have just been the piece, and of course, it's the end of the bag. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Crunchy. Sugary. Cinnamony. Next up, the Walmart Cinnamon Crunch. Crunchy. Not as cinnamony, not as sugary. When you eat a bunch of them all at once, it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll be honest, eating this dry, I really can't tell too much of a difference. There might be a slight, and I mean a slight, taste difference with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one. I almost feel like it has a little bit more of a, well, I want to say like an oily taste to it versus the Walmart Great Value brand. I think that's it. There's just a slight different taste variation. Very slight, but I almost prefer the Great Value Crunch one over the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one, I'll be honest. All right, let's get some milk in this because, some people like to eat this with milk, but a lot of people just like to eat it straight out the bag. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Crunch Walmart. So I don't mix them up. I'll be honest. If you look at the lot of them here, Walmart brand, Cinnamon Toast Crunch brand, I want to say the Walmart brand ones are bigger. I feel like the pieces are bigger, but then again, like I said, this could be because it's at the bottom of my bag at this point. There's definitely a clear indication Cinnamon Toast Crunch has more cinnamon and sugar on it, for sure. But I think the Walmart Great Value brand has bigger pieces. First up, Cinnamon Toast Crunch with some milk. Get that milk in there. The crunchiness goes away when you add the milk. But I feel like when you add the milk, obviously the sweetness of, I'm using 2%, adds to the flavor profile of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yep. Sugary goodness at its best. Yep. Next up, Great Value Cinnamon Crunch with milk. Not as sugary and cinnamony in appearance, but the flakes look bigger. Oh, all right. I got you right there. I got it because this has more sugar and more cinnamon on their flakes than the Great Value Cinnamon Crunch brand. When you add the milk to it, this flavor gets amplified 20-fold, almost sending a euphoric signal to my primitive brain of yumminess and deliciousness, and god dang it, I could eat the whole freaking box. This one, because it, by appearance, lacks the amount of cinnamon and sugar and everything nice and spice. When you add the milk to it, all right, when we add in that milk, that first bite and the second bite, it didn't send my brain to that same euphoric place as the Cinnamon Toast Crunch did, because there's not as much on it. It still had a good flavor, and it still tasted freaking delicious, don't get me wrong. But because of the amount, it was just slightly different in my brainsicle. So, if you eat it dry, you're really not going to be able to tell too much of a difference. If you add the milk, you're going to be able to tell Cinnamon Toast Crunch versus Cinnamon Crunch. But at the end of the day, this is a pretty head-to-head close battle. They taste almost identical, and they're almost the same. So what it really comes down to is, do you want to spend a few extra dollars and get the more expensive one, or do you want to save a few bucks? Now this is also a bigger box, but still, save a few bucks and get one that's almost identical in flavor and taste and everything like that. It's gonna be up to you. But my conclusion is these are pretty much identical and pretty much spot on, and there's not a whole lot difference between the two. There you have it, folks. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you all later. Woo!